Hey, Life Fixers, hope you're having an awesome day. Are you ready to rewire your brain for taking the chill pill? Okay, you are probably wondering what heaven's earth I'm talking about. Why did I name an episode like that? And where am I going with this? Now, I'm not going to hold you 1 second longer. The reason why I named this episode Taking the Chill Pill is because now listen to what I said. I used in the past tense, used to be told a lot, take the chill pill all the time. Why was I told by family members to take the chill pill all of the time? Now, do you remember a couple episodes back? I don't remember which one it was. I said that I had something with rewiring my brain about categorizing and keeping things a mess and keeping things organized. And when I heard Veronica say this on this previous episode, I was like, oh my God, I think it is time for me to tell you about it. Veronica was talking about how when Daryl would come home from travel for a week or so and come home and there'd be like one thing out of place, he used to, I guess, be a little bit annoyed, and she used each other's strengths, and they realized that like, okay, it's time to just like relax a bit. It is fine, which is basically essentially taking the chill pill. Now, I had to learn this too. Now, here is where the interesting part comes in. For me, and I'm sure for many, many, many of you, for Daryl was more from the fact that he was in the military, which could be, I'm not like going to like label anything or put anything without like really going and knowing him much more than that. But it could have been because the way his brain was wired in the military. That is my guess. But for me, I know for a fact it was because of the way my brain is wired. It sounds absolutely crazy, but a lot of the fights I got into with my family members was because of the way my brain was wired. Listen to how crazy this is. I used to always get really upset every single time somebody would go and leave something on the floor. Every time there would be like one thing out of place. I had one of my brothers, he always used to come home and like, as soon as he would like get into the house, he would just kick his shoes off and leave them there until he would go out the next time because he didn't like wearing shoes. I didn't either, but I brought them up to my room and put them away where they belong. He left them there and just stayed there. And it used to annoy me like crazy. And my sister would like leave her sweater on the couch. Everyone just like living life and just literally not even being messy, although sometimes it did get very messy. But even these like little so-called normal things would annoy me like crazy. Now, here's the reason why. You ready? This was because my brain wasn't wired. I was about to say it didn't have the ability, but it did have the ability. It was just wired wrong. It didn't understand that right now it's okay for this to be right here because soon it's going to be dealt with. Now, before I continue, I want to warn you that it doesn't mean that I'm saying that your house should be messy. And it doesn't mean that I don't think you should take care of things right away. I still take care of things right away. And my things are always still perfectly neat. But I do understand the concept of putting something on the steps because you're going up in a few minutes and you're going to deal with it then. I would literally go up the steps, put it away where it belongs and come back down. Even though I knew in 2 minutes I was going upstairs anyways. That had to do with the cognitive deficiency of being able to categorize and group things together. So if there is something in your life that people are telling you, relax, take the chill pill, be okay with it. First of all, relax. I know that's super hard to say. I got so annoyed every single time somebody told me. But the reason why I'm telling you this is because I'm here to tell you that there's hope. There's a reason why it's happening. It's not because you're crazy. It's not because of a personality trait that can't be changed. It's because of the way your brain is wired. Although there are things that have to do with personality traits, which have a really big effect many, 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 many times, it is because of the way your brain is wired. I don't want to say 100%, but most of the time, there's something in your way your brain is wired. It could be a cognitive deficiency. It could be from something emotional that happened as a child. But either way, your brain can be rewired. So from this episode, what I want you to take out, what is there something in your life that is really stressing you from the way other people behave? For you, that is a mirror. They're holding something up for you to realize that you have a cognitive deficiency in something else. take that knowledge, take note of it, be aware of it. And as we continue going through these Your Brain Rewired episodes, you will be able to identify which one of these cognitive deficiencies are. If you want to ask me more questions about it, maybe you want to share your specific thing and we could bring it up in another Rewired episode, just go to lifepixuniversity.com/podcast and you will be able to put in that question and I'll do my best to answer it. If you want to work on it, you're ready to rewire your brain for the right things, go to lifepixuniversity.com/your brain rewired. So lifepixuniversity.com/your brain rewired. So that way you could really, really rewire episode. Now, does that make you feel a little better? Does that make you feel a little bit more okay? I know it's really not like rewiring your brain for the taking the chill pill, but it's more about being the awareness about taking the chill pill. And I really, really hope that as you rewire your brain, as you do these little tips that are in each and every single one of these little tiny episodes or the big ones, then you will be able to take the chill pill. Because guess what? As I said earlier, people used to tell that to me. Now it doesn't even annoy me. I still like clean houses and I still like everything in place, but it doesn't annoy me the same way the utter frustration and emotional hijack and things that would go on because of it before, simply because my brain didn't know how to deal with that information. And I believe in you too. I have hope for you too. And I know that pretty soon you'll be able to take that chill pill too. Bye for now, and I'll see you on the next episode.
That's all for this episode of the LifePix University podcast, but I have a huge favor to ask of you that will not only support the show, but will also help the people you love most. We are striving for 1 million downloads by the end of 2025, and we can't do this without your help. If you love this episode, please share it with 2 of your family and friends so they too can rewire their brains to have an extraordinary marriage. It was awesome spending time with you, and I'll see you on the next episode.